Once upon a time, there is a thirsty crow flying here and there in search of water. After searching a long time, he found a bottle with a quarter filled water. His beak does not reaching the water level. He got an idea. He picked up a little stone in his beak and put it in the bottle. After repeating this practice for a while, the crow realized that the water level is increasing after the hard working of some time. The beak of crow reached the water level, and the thirsty crow drank the water and flew away. On a hot day, the sun was shining hot. An ant, parched and exhausted, discovered a spring glinting enticingly in the distance. The ant fought her way up a blade of grass to reach the water but slipped, finding herself into the fast-running spring, the world splashing and churning in confusion around her. Suddenly, a leaf floated down from above, a beacon of salvation amidst the chaos. An observant dove, perched high up on a branch, had seen her struggle and tossed down a lifeline. As the ant gratefully climbed onto her lifeline, we see a hunter stealthily approach, poised to ensnare the compassionate dove. Like a tiny hero, the ant rushed in, bit the hunter on his heel, distracting him long enough for the dove to fly to safety. The dove's single act of kindness towards the ant was reciprocated in its time of greatest peril, showing how the ripple effects of compassion can traverse species boundaries, changing the face of fate. Through our actions, we can change the world. Once upon a time, two friends, a fast-running hare and a steady tortoise living in a deep forest. Life was peaceful until one day, in a fit of arrogance, the hare challenged his friend, the tortoise, to a grand race. Animals gathered to witness the ultimate race. The hare, confident in his imminent victory, sprinted ahead, vanishing within the forest's rustling leaves. Meanwhile, the tortoise, secure in his perseverance, kept a steady pace. As the sun reached its zenith, the hare, far ahead, decided to rest till the time of his easy victory. The tortoise steadily moving to his destination. When the hare awoke, he realized to his dismay, the tortoise was nowhere in sight. Racing towards the finish line, he choked on the echoes of the forest's laughter as he saw the tortoise, already there, surrounded by cheering friends. This unforgettable race taught the inhabitants of the forest a timeless lesson. Never underestimate the power of consistency and perseverance. Once, there was a dog who wandered the streets night and day in search of food. One day, he found a big, juicy bone, and he immediately grabbed it in his mouth and took it home. On his way home, he crossed a river and saw another dog with a bone in its mouth. He wanted that bone for himself, too. But as he opened his mouth, the bone he was biting fell into the river and sank. That night, he went home hungry. Moral of the story: if we always envy others, we'll lose what we already have, just like the greedy dog. The proud rose. In the desert existed a rose and a cactus. The beautiful rose would take every opportunity to insult the cactus. The other plants tried to defend the cactus, but the rose was too obsessed with its own looks. There was no water during a particularly hot summer. The rose started to wither away, but the cactus had become a source of water for sparrows. The rose asked the cactus for water, and the nice cactus readily agreed. Moral: never judge someone according to how they look. Once upon a time, in a world filled with vibrant colors and cheerful tunes, a giggling baby begins an extraordinary adventure. Riding on the back of a fluffy, soft-purring cat, they journey through rolling green hills, their heartwarming song echoing from the mountaintop to the valley below. Laughter and joy resonate in the air, making flowers bloom and birds dance to their rhythm. Finally, the baby hops onto a warm, snuggly puppy. Trotting through city lanes and urban landscapes, they serenade everyone they encounter. From the old man feeding pigeons in the park to the young artist painting her next masterpiece, they fill the city with mirth, the baby's giggles mixing with the puppy's playful barks. Then, the baby meets a stunning, shimmering butterfly. It carries them above treetops, their laughter and music now a soothing lullaby for the creatures of the night.